This is Fred Beck from Fred Talks Fighting. I'm in Telford today, joined by Wade Plem. It hasn't been too long since we last spoke. We did an interview on Zoom a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
You been busy?
Busy, man. Content. I'm actually upset because, well, one, my editor almost died. Christian got in a little emergency landing accident in Washington, so he hasn't been here. My bag just got here a day and a half after I land, so it's been a nightmare content-wise, but Telford, Saturday, Jay's return home, so that's all that matters.
Christian will be getting an interview when he gets here.
Yeah, we're going to get right into content. I hate it for the poor guy. He's just gone through a near-death experience, and I'm like, let's do content, so we're gonna get it together, but yeah, man, one of those weeks, but, we're still making it. We're figuring it out.
But big news for you, Wade. You got a drink.
Yeah, so I haven't even announced this on my channel yet. So, Fred, you're getting the exclusive, bro. So, I'm super proud of this, man. I know everybody has their own energy drink, it seems like these days, and one that everybody seems to like. But I can say without a doubt, I'm coming for everybody's neck. I'm just kidding.
Logan Paul, KSI.
You're taking everything I work for. I'm going to fight your ass. No, what this is called Update. And this is one of the first non-caffeinated energy drinks. So no caffeine.
That's the niche of it.
Well, no sugar, no caffeine, no sucralose, which I think a lot of people do have in their energy drinks. No 200 milligrams of caffeine, no high jittery feeling with that crash that everybody seems to get. One of the biggest things with me, my central nervous system is kind of jacked up, which is part of the reason a lot of my health issues are the way they are. And it seems to be in constant flux. I can't relax, Fred,
Yeah, I'm the same. I never relax. I'm always working.
It's hard to relax. So to double down on it and say, oh, you can't relax already, here's 200 milligrams of caffeine into your system to really get you going, is not good for me health-wise. So I partnered with and invested in Update. So obviously I'm going to talk nicely about it, but it genuinely is one of the best products I've ever seen. Like I said, no sugar, no caffeine, and the jitteriness is gone. I don't have any need or inclining to grab 2 or 3 coffees like I used to, and I sleep a lot better. And I just think it's genuinely a gap in the market for energy drinks that no one seems to be addressing. Everybody wants to say, oh, look, more caffeine, more sugar, more caffeine, more sugar. Or there's not as much sugar, but there's some artificial sweeteners that are still as bad that no one wants to talk about. This has none of that. It's sweetened with stevia, and outside of that, the stuff in there is science-backed. We have a white paper on our website. Like, come at us. You want to try? Come for the kings, But no, I'm genuinely excited about it. Update right now only in New York and Southern California. Okay. But Austin, Texas soon, Utah soon, Florida. I don't know. Utah's like it's a weird one, Utah, but
Post Malone's from Utah.
There you go.
That's everyone knows it.
Just for post, come get it, and then hopefully potentially in the UK sooner too. So everybody in those markets, go and try this out. I'm telling you right now, you will not be disappointed. Check out Update.
And I think for you and your position, you wouldn't waste your time, energy, or money into something that was a rubbish product as well.
Well, that's the thing.
Or attaching your name to something that's not worthwhile.
I had been, a big fan of other companies and always look, I want to get a sponsorship for an energy drink. And then when this was brought to me about, 3-4 months ago, I started to really look into it. And when they went public, again, just 30 days ago, we're a brand new company. I just decided, do I want to promote things that potentially could be harming my own community? The answer is no. Like, I never want to do that. It's the same reason that I've taken on and passed on many different sponsorship offers that are just not great for my community.
Which is why we don't see many sponsorships on your channel.
I have 1 or 2 big sponsors. Now it'll be 1, and that'll be number 1, and the other ones will be 2. So, yeah, I genuinely try to keep everything that I would promote to you guys as safe as possible, and something that I think is genuinely going to help. If I had more than the 2 cans, Fred would be getting 1, but I only have the 2, so I got to hold off for now. But more coming soon, and drink Update.
And you can buy it on the website, I presume. So we'll put that in the description.
Drinkupdate.com. You can buy it on the website. Obviously, like I said, in stores, hopefully sooner than later in other markets, but for now, SoCal and New York.
Exciting.
Yeah, man.
That sounds really good. We'll put the link for that in the description. But as we said, we're here in Telford for the next Misfits show. I guess this show's It's received quite a lot of stick online. People are saying, "Oh, it might not be that good of a show." But how things are unfolded in the last couple of days, obviously with the weigh-in, well, not with the weigh-ins today, but the press conference going crazy yesterday.
Yeah.
Puliaref, kind of stepping up to the plate. You also got Willie Shark's new opponent with 18 amateur fights. So I think it'll be quite a good show.
Yeah,
and I think it will deliver.
It's a sleeper, man. I think this happened when we were in Austin as well. Produced one of the best fights.
That was my favorite show.
Yeah, one of the best cards of the year. Produced one of the best Fred moments of the year. Dylan, no.
All the Logan Paul might get into, that was topping it as well.
Yeah, that was another one. So, no, I think this is going to be one of those things where it happens all the time. We get into the card and people are like, oh, the names aren't KSI. It's not so-and-so. This is going to be a stinker. And then it turns out to be one of the best cards of the year. And again, anytime Waleed and Dean are fighting, no matter if they're fighting each other now, it always something seems to happen. I wasn't there yesterday, but I saw the offensive line shrug that Waleed got. He just flies back. So, yeah, I'm genuinely excited. I mean, Jay in his hometown.
The event's sold out already.
Sold out.
So it's going to be packed out, be really loud in there.
Rowdy in there. And, we're going to see if Nick LMAO, he was, he's confident. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I don't like this kid's attitude. He's just confident. He just genuinely thinks he's going to go in there and beat Jay. And Jay is just steadfast. He's like, no, you're not ready. So I'm excited. The winner of that one potentially going to set up some, big fights because we're having eliminators now at 170, 175-ish. We're having all the guys that are usually fighting people that maybe aren't on their level. It's leveling out. Now it's time. So after this one, Jay knows this. Kenny knows this. All the guys know this next one is you better be fighting a real name. So and fair play to Kenny. Ashley Raksu's tough. That's going to be a fun fight too. So
I just interviewed Ashley for the first time, even though he's boxed Misfits before. He's definitely stepping up. Yesterday at the press conference, it was clear Pineda is the fan favourite. If he could speak English, that would damage it. It's best if he can't speak English.
I was going to say, a lot of people are like, oh, man, I wish I could. What he's doing is perfect.
Yeah.
They were like, who do you want to fight? And he just goes to Ice Poseidon. You.
And then he goes, you.
Yeah.
And then goes crazy.
And Poseidon's like, oh, why me? I like you, man. Like, why me? And he just goes, you. So I think it's great, right? And even when they were doing the little face-to-face, he's, okay. Just like going, like he's gonna just talking his shit. So now Pineda with the documentary they put out too. Luis Pineda's dope, and he's feeling himself now too. He's got a little swagger. He went from
nice tracksuit as well.
The tracksuit got the whole thing, and he went from like relative unknown, like kind of nervous, not knowing, to now he's like a man of the people. So I love the story with him, B Dave, and the whole thing.
And obviously, B Dave is a massive fan favourite as well. Just talking around to the guys at Wasserman and Misfits, and even the general public, everyone loves B Dave.
Yeah, he's a man.
He's funny.
The Crab Daddy. I talked to him a bit in the lobby last night. Was getting more of his story, and he's a Florida guy. I was living in Florida for a little bit, so we knew some of the same people. But yeah, I like B Dave, man. I think he's a kid that has some potential. He's only been doing it for about 5-6 months now, so let's see what he looks like in a year. We'll see.
Exciting times ahead. But the tag team match, does that kind of damage boxing's kind of traditional legacy? Does it bring more eyes to the sport? What are your thoughts on it?
I think we're going to see. I know I've already gotten in some hot water for having my thoughts on the situation, but one thing I'll never do, Fred, is let anybody shut me up. So,
we know. Over the years, he stood your ground. I'm always quite impressed by it.
But genuinely, I just think you walk a fine line, right? It can be very entertaining, or it can go terribly wrong. We're going to find out tomorrow what that looks like. I had the rules somewhere around here earlier. And they're doing their best. They're trying to make it as safe as possible, and that's all you want is for it to be safe. But we'll see what it looks like in practice. You can run through it as many times as you want in demonstrations and sparring and all that, but it's different under the light. It's just like a regular fight. So we'll see. I have a half a mind to just have Pineda just keep waving B-Dave off and never come out. She's like, nah, bro, let me get this. You know what I'm saying? That'd be dope. But genuinely, one of my biggest points of not contention but confusion is how do you score it? How do you score it? Like, it's easy to go.
There has to be a finish. Hopefully there'll be I guess Mams is probably hoping that there'll be a finish in the fight and it won't give a distance because it makes it more exciting, I guess.
No, for sure. And obviously you want to see like the most exciting fight, but I just wonder, you score it for the best team, but how do you tell who's the best team? Like, what if one team starts off landing crazy, tag out, here we go, and this guy finishes the round better? And it's just an odd thing to look at, the scoring thing. But we'll see. I'm excited for it.
Okay. Yeah, it should be good. I did ask Pineda, would you much rather kind of stay in a tag team or win a title by yourself? And he says a title by himself.
He wants KSI, right? Didn't he say he was like, I want KSI next? So he wants that redemption arc. He's not going to get KSI. But, of course, yeah, nobody wants to be in the tag team forever. This is more of a, hey, one-time thing or potentially more, but get back in the good graces of the people, get some experience if you're B-Dave, and then go and do your singles run, yeah.
Certainly. Apart from that, what fight are you most looking forward to, apart from the tag team match?
There's a couple fights here. Well, one, the girls' fight. Astrid.
Historic, first time winning a title.
We got a flyweight title on the line. But what we have on this card are a lot of trap fights. So people don't see this enough, but it happens in boxing a lot, but we haven't seen it enough in this scene. You have some fights here. AJ, a little bit of an underdog, but scrappy. And if you watch the L fight, even though I think she tried to kick L in the fight that she had with her, I think she tried to throw a side kick. It's fucking crazy. But for this one, Astrid is not L. She's not as big. She doesn't crack like L does, at least from what we've seen. So there is that potential of a little sleeper upset. Same in the Kenny fight. Ashley Raksu fought tough against Anthony Taylor. He got dropped in the first 3 seconds, but survived the fight. Again, Kenny's got everything in front of him, but this one's a trap fight. You just barely overlook this guy. You're not necessarily switched on like you would be for a Face Sensei or a KSI. All of a sudden, that fight becomes closer. So this is one of those cards. Same thing in the main event. Nick LMAO got a chance. Jay maybe overlooking, planning the next thing in his hometown, whatever. You got to watch out. These fights can change the scene completely. So that's what this card is interesting for.
That's true. I guess there will be a few upsets on the card, which makes it even more exciting. But let's talk about Kingpin, the new promotion. I don't believe the dates have been released yet.
What do you know, Fred? Because I don't know nothing. You got to tell me.
Oh, I know everything, but
you got it all.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
We can talk about it off camera.
Okay.
It's really good. It's exciting.
Oh, it's good, huh?
Oh yeah.
Is it like competing with Misfits?
Whoa. I'll make sure you can talk about this off camera, but it's insane. It's really good.
Dope. Okay.
Very, very, very exciting. I guess
Tournament, right? You got tournament. Okay, you got 8-man tournament. They said 8-man tournament. The people they released, it seems like we're going to be in that 160 to 170 division-ish. You know, Tom Zanetti's a big guy, so I don't know. But you'd have to think if this is insane, whatever. I mean, the name's out there. Deji's out there, not signed. I'm trying to think of who's not with Misfits. Gibb, not signed. That's all I can really come up with. But I'm sure that there's a bunch more people.
You can talk on camera.
Okay, yeah. Fred's gonna let me know. But essentially, that's murderer's row in Misfits, and outside of it almost. So there's a lot of guys that you can definitely fill some spots. I saw him announcing some of the women on Twitter. Gotta be honest, didn't know who a lot of them were. But I think it's more so for the men's side of things. They're trying to build something. Yeah. But I'm interested. I like tournaments. Tournaments are always good in combat sports.
I guess having Kingpin and Misfits compete against each other, it makes them both step their levels up. Yeah. It makes it more exciting, which is also always a good thing. I guess it's kind of trying of an example here. Kind of WWE, and then at the very, very early days, when it's WWF, and they had the other promotion. I forgot what the other promotion was called. WCW. Oh, okay.
There's a potential for that, right? Which competition did breed excellence there. But there's also, you have to look at it from the other side. There's the potential of fighters locked into promotions, and we never getting to see the matchups we want. Because
like how boxing is right now.
Exactly. That's the worry, are we going to become professional boxing and have our own little belts over here, and you have to defend this belt because you're on a 3-fight deal or 4-fight deal here and on a 3-fight, you know what I mean? So guys get isolated just strictly off of politics. That's not what I want. I don't think that's what the people want, but we'll see. I mean, that's going to happen. You want different people in different. I mean, you're already seeing it. Misfits has got a bunch of people under multi-fight deals right now, so you're already starting to see a little bit of that, which is what it is. It's smart business from Misfits, but you want to see at the end of the day the best fights between the people you want to watch fight. So hopefully that doesn't get ruined in the process.
Do you think Misfits are trying to follow the UFC route of having one title per division and having people signed down exclusively to the company?
Yeah, it looks like a very much. People think this is a bad term, but I don't really look at it like that. Monopolized.
I'd use that term as well.
Yeah, and that's not a bad. People are like, oh, you're running a monopoly, it's illegal. Nothing like that. I just think it's a smart move from Cali, from Mams, from KSI to try to make one consistent brand voice. Like, this is the place to be for influencer boxing. I mean, they're already doing that. The DAZN deal made that massive. The titles obviously are a big thing. The names they already have, like, they're already on track to do that. It's just more so now can we bring some of these free agents over and make them misfits so that we do get those fights, right? The thing that the UFC did so well and why they're so successful now is they were able to get the best fighters in the world to come to their promotion and fight for the title that is now looked at as the most prestigious title in the world. Like Bellator, no offense, but your heavyweight champ ain't looked at as the baddest man on the planet. Mm-hmm. It's the UFC's champ, right? If John Jones beats Cyril Gane, which I already know this, yeah, he does. John Jones, third-round submission, mark it down. Cyril Gane's takedown defense is 0, as Habib would say. But yeah, he's looked at as the baddest man on the planet, you know? So Misfits trying to do the same thing.
I guess it's smart. I mean, the UFC is a very successful business model, so it's only right that Misfits are trying to kind of duplicate it.
People don't talk about MMA.
UFC, yeah.
They say, oh, I do UFC. Oh, you do UFC. They don't say you do MMA.
That's why they always say UFC versus boxing instead of MMA versus boxing.
Exactly. The UFC is synonymous with mixed martial arts at this point. People don't know how to differentiate the two. Mm-hmm. That's what I assume Misfits is trying to emulate. Influencer boxing, you think Misfits. Oh, or you do the pro thing or the Misfits thing? That's essentially what they are trying to do, right? So, fair play to them. I think they can do it.
Hopefully, it would be nice to see them succeed. It'd be very, very good. Just one more thing. You released some pictures today on Twitter, looking like you're in shape. What's going on?
So yeah, part of the whole, I'm gonna be in the UK for like a month dealing with the health stuff. So part of the last couple of years, I think the reason all of this has kind of happened to me is I've been so sedentary. I haven't lifted, I haven't exercised, I haven't really worked out at all. Mm-hmm. And I've just been working on the content, working on the YouTube. And I think my body has suffered for it. So I was laying right here, Fred, with like 5 beautiful ladies. That's a joke. No beautiful ladies. I was going to say, where is it? Okay. No, but I was laying here this morning and I went, you know, what can I do just a little bit, because the gym's not open. I tried to do the gym, it's not open.
I think is the swimming pool open here?
The swimming pool's open, yeah. Your boy can't, I'm not a good swimmer. But I was like, what can I do just to get started, just to dip my toe back in? Because it's crazy, you never would think about it, and I want people to really pay attention to this. You would never think that something that you used to do so regularly, once you got away from it, would cause any kind of anxiety to start back. Yeah, or like, just like, can I still do this? Is it okay? Am I going to hurt myself? That's been a big thing for me. So just today, I just said, fuck it. Excuse my language, Fred, but I said, screw it. Let's just do it. So I got down, did my push-ups, did some dips on the chair, and then the little thing here, and did some plank work. And yeah, man.
So that photo was just natural?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yep. Oh, blimey. So you were in shape?
Well, I guess. And I don't, by the way, I didn't take the picture to be like, oh, look how in shape I am after 2 years of not doing anything. I genuinely took it to say, watch where I start, and if you guys want to come on this journey with me, watch where it ends, right? And so it's not like, oh, like, wow, Wade, you're in shape already. For me, it's like, I know where I can be, and the picture probably didn't help things, but I know what I can look like at when this thing's over with. So, yeah. Yeah.
Does it end with you being in a Misfits ring?
I hope so, man. Health permitting. Yeah. Misfits.
Kingpin.
No, right? Wherever. You know
I'm joking.
Anywhere. Well, no, I don't know. We'll see. Definitely on the list for sure.
And I'm guessing that's probably next year sometime, or maybe then next year.
Yeah, I would say so. 2024 would be the time. I would think it was supposed to be this year, but the health stuff is just not coming along the way I want it to. But that's why I'm out here. So I'll be in the UK for about a month. Anywhere I need to go, Fred? Where's the spots, man? You don't even live here anymore, bro.
To be fair, I'm away quite a bit, yeah.
You're just boom. Where are you going next? You going to New Orleans next?
I was going to go to the Creator Clash.
Oh, okay.
I need to speak to you about that. But I'm not sure if I'll be going or not. Yeah. I don't have the media access.
Stick that one out, probably. Just because, well, you know who you should talk to? You should talk to Dona.
I did. He gave me the emails.
Okay. Well, there you go. But if you want to still come down, man, it'd be dope.
You working there then?
I'll be doing Creator Clash April 15th. My boy Tony Jeffries on commentary. My boy Charlie, Moist Critical, hydrated, moist fan base. Get in there. Sensei's not coming, unfortunately.
I haven't heard from Sensei for ages.
Oh, you're gonna hear from him.
Has he disappeared?
Sensei has a very special announcement. When's this going out, Fred?
Tonight.
Sensei has a very special announcement on Sunday on the Breakdown channel.
UK time Sunday.
Don't know, but sometime on Sunday, you will see a major announcement featuring FaZe Sensei that you are going to lose your mind over in the content space.
Hopefully, because I haven't heard from FaZe Sensei in a very long time.
He don't watch the Breakdown. That just tells me Fred don't watch the Breakdown. It's like, where the fuck's that guy Sensei at? He's been putting out content on the Breakdown. Watch party this Saturday for the Misfits card, led by FaZe Sensei.
Who else is on there? Just him.
Just him. What, is that not enough for you, Fred? Just Face Sensei's not enough. I'll be joining him for the UFC watch party directly after.
So you ain't going after party?
Yeah,
Jake from Proper Loud yesterday was like, right, we need to find this nightclub. And he found like a bunch of nightclubs, so like, he was picking them and everything.
Oh yeah, he was saying something about it today at breakfast. He was all about the nightclub.
He's on a mission.
Well, listen, with a win, you get to celebrate. But my celebration is going and rocking on live stream with all you people in my community over at the Breakdown. Fred Talks Fighting, the whole thing. Join us over there, but make sure you like and subscribe over here.
And update, show one last time to the camera.
Hey, drinkupdate.com. Boom. Wait, let me double fist, Fred. Fred be doing this on a daily. Double fist. Drink update. Guys, you can get it. Drinkupdate.com. SoCal and New York open now. Everybody else, Florida, Utah, UK, coming soon. Don't know the dates yet, but drink update.
Perfect. Sweet.
Boom.